Oregon officials are using eminent domain to let a foreign company seize land from more than 300 private property owners. Why? For a 232-mile pipeline to export fracked gas to Asia. Washington, California, and British Columbia have all said, we don't want your pipeline.
Yeah.
But Oregon leaders, Wyden, Merkley, DeFazio, so far have said, sure. Nice. We all agree that the Coos Bay community needs jobs, but so much destruction and risk for 150 permanent jobs. What do our leaders condemn by serving a foreign gas company over Oregonians? Let's start with water.
Fracking is the process of drilling and injecting fluid into the ground at a high pressure in order to fracture shale rocks to release natural gas inside. Fracking in the drought-stricken Rockies poisons wells and aquifers with up to 600 chemicals, including known carcinogens and toxins. In some communities, fracking causes earthquakes, and people's tap water catches on fire. The Canadian company Verizon wants to pump the mostly methane gas through Oregon, threatening
400 waterways, many that would be crossed multiple times. 80 miles of public forests, including hundreds of acres of old growth and habitat for 32 endangered species. Verizon has applied for permits to harass marine mammals, including 5 species of whales. Also threatened is our strong tourist economy, which relies on Oregon's natural beauty. The fracked gas would be liquefied at the Coos Bay terminal, using a huge power generation plant to cool it to 259 degrees below zero. That generation plant will be the biggest polluter in Oregon once the Boardman coal plant closes.
thousands of trees would be clear-cut in a 100 to 300 foot swath, 232 miles long. Clear-cuts become permanent, no-growth zones, even on farmers' lands. The highly explosive gas in the buried pipeline would threaten the safety of hundreds of Oregonians.
Here's the drama. Coos Bay would host a massive, potentially explosive gas export terminal on a sand spit in a fragile marine estuary, on one of the most dangerous tsunami and earthquake subduction zones in North America. In case of a tsunami like the one that hit Fukushima, scientists say the blast zone would be 3 miles wide, affecting thousands of citizens, 17,000.
It's also bad for the planet because methane leaks at every step of the way between drilling in the fracking fields, the liquefaction process at the terminal, and transfer to tankers for distribution and burning in Asia. Methane gas traps 86 times more heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide. So-called natural gas is not a bridge fuel to a clean energy future. It is a gangplank to climate chaos and an unlivable future.
But Governor Kate Brown can stand with the people of Oregon and stop this pipeline, and so can Representative DeFazio. Join us in telling Governor Kate what we love about Oregon and thank her for holding our regulatory agencies to the highest standards of protecting Oregonians. Join families telling Governor Kate, and all our decision makers what we love about Oregon and how we want to protect her. Go to Coos Bay with us on a rally, September 26th. There'll be transportation where we'll be showing up against the Jordan Cove Energy Project and the Pacific Connector Pipeline Project. This is no way to be in Oregon. Let's have our fierce, protective Pacific Northwest guts and courage to go tell them what we want. We want Oregon to remain without fossil fuel infrastructure forever. Yeah. What do you think about our storyboard? We want to thank the Artist Collective that just organically popped out of nowhere in the 350 group. Mary DeMocker's story is behind this, the one she had in the pipeline out by her house for a block wide. We asked her to condense the story down to 7 panels. And then a visual artist, Lisa Yu, took it from there. And then raise your hand if you had a little bit of paint on your clothes from working on the storyboard. Right, it was over at Kristen's house. That's where our studio is right now. So the future is holding large puppets in our future. Large, festive, welcoming, seriously shit-kicking